Hi guys, welcome to the second half. I hope you all had a great lunch and thank you for taking time out on a Sunday because today we have two amazing boys, if I can call them that. Let me let me quickly introduce you to the guys we're going to talk about uh, Project MX in details with. We have Siddharth, we have Siddharth Mahajan, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Gateway VR. As a software engineer grad, he fell in love with advertising and storytelling. And then he found himself head first into a changing world that allowed him to marry his love for tech and storytelling through a brand new medium, which is immersive technology. Siddharth has worked with one of India's largest digital agencies, creating and crafting larger than life campaigns. And with startups to help navigate this ever changing world through digital transformation and hopes to bring this to India's interior design ecosystem. Welcome, Siddharth.
Yeah, I'm right here.
So, the next person we have is a little camera shy but outstanding as Chief Product Officer at Gateway VR. Prateek Muraka's love affair with creative technology started over 17 years ago when he stumbled into the Indian games development industry. He is a serial entrepreneur, having co-founded multiple companies in the field of video games, virtual reality, and custom hardware technology. And as long as it's tech and interactive, he's pretty game for everything. Prateek's a council member of the Game Developers Association of India, as well as marketing and technology lead for the annual India Game Developer Conference, which is India's premier game industry conference. Today, I'm going to explore the kind of work they have been doing at Gateway VR, and I'm going to ask questions to Prateek and Siddharth both to understand what Project MX is all about.
Yeah, so before we dive straight into the demo, I just want to kind of give people who are joining us, a brief overview of what the platform essentially is. So Project MX is a two-pronged platform where we've got two major technologies that we are working with. One, obviously, is a web-based e-commerce platform. The intention of the e-commerce platform is for product designers and manufacturers across the country to be able to showcase their products on one unified platform. Now, the other end of the entire Project MX platform is the real-time interior visualization and layout software. Right? The idea behind that is to give interior designers the ability to create real-time layouts, for their customers. Obviously, keeping in mind that the products that they are using to create the layouts for their customers are actually products that have been designed by designers whose products are being showcased on the platform. Right. So the idea is that we want to build that bridge that connects the product, as Pratik rightly said, right, that connects the product design ecosystem to the interior design and architecture ecosystem. So that's the intent, and through this we want to bring product designers across the country online, because that's a very, very important part of the entire ecosystem. And we are talking about digital transformation, so that's kind of fits largely into the theme of that. All right, hang on. Okay, the software is on, so I'm just going to quickly share my screen so you guys can see what's happening on the software. All right, so what I'm going to do is, as most interior designers do, is create a layout of the floor plan that I have at the customer's place. So I'm just going to quickly create a space. Right, I'm going to make sure that the walls are parallel. Otherwise, I think there are enough people in the audience who are going to give me feedback on the fact that my walls are unparalleled this time. All right, cool. So we've got the space created. Now the difference, using our software is that the software is actually, in real time creating the entire space for us in 3D. So there is no reason for the customer or for an interior designer to actually go to somebody to create the layouts for them in 3D. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly identify the flooring. I mean, I'm a big fan of wooden flooring. And as for all practical purposes, for the next 5 minutes, I'm an interior designer. I'm not a technology guy. So I'm going to go straight into this. right? So we've created a room, we've created a layout, we've got actual product, we've got flooring from a particular brand that's already on the platform. Right now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly start populating the space. Right, I'm seeing a 2D layout in front of me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in a couple of carpets. I'm a huge fan of carpets and how they bring vibrance into a space. And I'm going to be using carpets from our friends at Cocoon Carpet, whose products are going to be available for showcase and use on our platform come August the 1st. And yeah, I mean, let's put this in. Right, I'm going to quickly start populating some of the other products in the space. Right, let's go for a couple of chairs on this side. So a couple of products.
As Siddharth is dragging the products from the collections pane on the right side into the view on the left, they are instantly downloading and rendering in 3D in real time. So there's no lag when you want to switch between 2D or 3D modes, as he will do frequently, to modify or view the contents of the layout.
All right, Pratik, if you want to give real time commentary, I think that would be a great way for everybody to kind of understand what I'm doing.
You are the only person who knows what you're doing. Right now, you rotated a couple of chairs and put a small table in between them, a coffee table, I think.
Yes, and I'm going to be
dropping in a center table.
Yeah, this is one of, I think this is one of my favorite pieces on the platform by a designer from Delhi who has done this in a collaboration with hang on.
There we go. You switch to 3D mode.
Yeah. Right, so you are actually seeing all these products actually happening in the space in real time. Now, one of the things that this space is really calling out for is some light. So I'm going to go back and quickly add some products from Arjun. I mean, a light from Arjun's collection, and right, and I'm a huge fan of his hanging shikara. So as you can see, I mean, I think the last thing I was saying before,
you added 2 lights.
I've added a couple of lights. Now, this room has started to come to life. But one of the things that we kind of realize is that, we are still looking for some colors on the wall. Now, I'm going to quickly, chop and change and try a couple of different finishes for the walls. Right? I mean, maybe a lighter shade on this side. Or actually, you know what? Let's just probably flip the colors over. Right, so the idea is you're able to kind of drag and drop and change the colors on the walls at any point in time. Now that we've got the space largely set up, what I'm going to do is I don't know if the brass top for this table works. I'm going to change this into a glass top. Let's see if you've got other color options for these two chairs. Right, so now I see the room finally start to come together, but I think what it's craving now is for some for some pop of color, maybe some artwork. All right, there we are. So I'm going to go with some brighter colors on the darker wall. Ritika, you are the interior designer here. In case you want me to, if you want me to do something different.
I think in the past 1 week, you have kind of understood what people like, what designers like, and you're doing a fabulous job there.
All right, thank you. I mean, I was not fishing for compliments, but I take when I get them. All right, let's do this. I think this room was craving for just a little bit more. Hang on, these paintings seem to be out of alignment.
Yeah, a little off. Thank you.
I could sense it that there were some cringe. There were some people cringing in the audience, and I kind of realized that it's probably a better idea for me to quickly just make sure that all the alignments on all the products are there. All right, so there we have it. In this space, we've got products from multiple designers across the country. Ritika, do you think this needs anything else, or
No, I feel it looks perfect, and the fact that you again managed to create it in less than 10 minutes, it's brilliant. Because if I had to go to a 3D guy, I always keep telling people that managing with the 3D guys is the most difficult thing, because you have a certain design in your mind, and you are communicating it to a third person who is trying to then understand your vision and create it and then come back with options. So on an average, at least a week is gone. To be very honest, practically a week is gone in sending the designs to a 3D render guy who is working on a 3D Max. This real time thing is going to save so much time that I can't really imagine. I mean, I'm really excited with the possibilities. That's something I've been telling for the past 7 days, but yes.
You probably be saying this for a fair while longer, but for the sake of this conversation, let's keep it that you've been saying.
And I think that was amazing, and yes, I am speechless now. But whoever has asked on how the virtual showcase works should hang around for the next section, because we are doing it with a product designer who is going to talk about his work, and also use ProjectMX where his stuff is already uploaded. So let's do this in exactly 5 minutes, and thank you Prateek and Siddharth for doing this.
Thank you so much.
And answering all our questions, because it's a new product. People had all sorts of questions, and you guys were on point with everything.